I wanted to introduce a new book series that I'm working on. These aren't books that I'm writing, but these are books by some old Lutheran authors. So these are some classical works in Lutheranism. And this is called the American Lutheran Classics series. And so what I've done is I've taken some old works from the 19th century primarily. I've updated some of the language, put them in new, nicer formats, and I'm selling them at a pretty cheap price, so they'll hopefully be affordable to get some good theology into your hands in a way that you can afford. And so I put out the first volume of this that just came out. This is called The Way of Salvation in the Lutheran Church. And it's by George Henry Gerberding. It's an excellent book, and this book is a response to revivalism. There were a number of editions from the late 19th century through the early 20th, and this book essentially he's responding to revivalism. People had challenges against the Lutheran Church, trying to argue that the Lutheran Church was outdated, it wasn't emotional enough, it didn't have real conversions, it was too sacramental. And so it's the same kind of challenges that we face today dealing with contemporary evangelicalism. So when you read through this book, you kind of really feel like you're reading something that's very modern, because he's really dealing with modern problems. Now, this book is supposed to be ideal for people who are looking into Lutheranism. So this is a great resource if you have friends who are into evangelicalism who don't really know about Lutheranism. Maybe they're kind of curious, or maybe you're watching and you're kind of curious. This is a really handy little volume to kind of give you an introduction. And so he goes through a number of topics throughout this work. He deals with baptism. He talks about how parents should raise their children in the Christian faith. He talks about the nature of revivals. He talks about justification, sanctification, the Lord's Supper, confirmation. So really a lot of stuff is included in this book. He has a lot of scripture to back up his points, and so this really is an excellent work, and I would encourage you to pick this up. It's called The Way of Salvation in the Lutheran Church by George Henry Gerberding, and you can pick that up on Amazon. You can look it up, or you can go to JustinCenter.com, and now I have a publications page for Justin Center Publications. So this is the first work that we've put out. That's the only thing that's on there now, but if you would like to pick it up, please go there and do order yourself a copy. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll find it beneficial and helpful to you. And it's also available in Kindle edition as well. Now, I did update the scripture references to ESV because that does tend to be what most people use today, most Lutherans use today. So hopefully that'll make it a little bit easier to read than some of the older translations. And he often included his own translations, which were kind of hard to read at times. So this is the first volume. I'll be putting out more volumes in the future. I'm working on a few more, and I'll be updating you when those come out. So thanks for watching. God bless.